Alright, boys, today's a bit of an unfiltered one, so get ready for some raw talking. Exactly how building an attractive, muscular, aesthetic, lean body will make, like, literally get you more girls and give you more opportunities in real life. And I'm talking about promotions, business, people giving you free stuff, people treating you better, people respecting you just for like no reason. Um, a lot of things. And yeah, it's gonna sound unfair what I'm about to say, but honestly, this is what I've experienced from going, like literally being throughout high school, having pimples on my face, not looking after myself, being skinny and looking like a stick, and having no confidence, to after high school when I started concentrating on my body a bit more and I started to build a bit more leaner. Like if I lift my shirt, it looks good, right? I haven't built enough physique where to the point when I'm wearing like a shirt or like a hoodie or anything, it's visible, very visible. When I wear a hoodie or when I wear thick clothes, it doesn't, like, I still look a bit lean, but it doesn't show obvious muscle. But as soon as I take that shit off, bro, it looks good. At least I think it looks good, which is the most important part. And I will tell you right now, like, get ready for some fucking like real stuff. I will tell you right now how girls will treat you. It is incredibly different. My focus here on this channel is to improve your life, is to get you to live your desired dream life. And honestly, my audience isn't everybody. It's more like young guys like myself who are kind of sick and tired of wasting time, of drifting out into space, of being lost, and who actually want to take control of their lives and live the desired young, entrepreneurial, young, money making, healthy social relationships, helping people out and giving value kind of guy. I want to get you to that point. So when I'm speaking, I want you to be inspired and, kind of take this under consideration of what is really possible if you just focus on the right things. And health is a big part of business and success and social relationships. If you can kind of imagine how. But let me tell you some examples right now. This is the unfiltered part. Oh man, when I date girls, right, and we get past the stage of like, oh, you're going on dates, you're still trying to get to know each other, and you get straight into like having sex and making love. Bro, I've had girls tell me that I have been the best sex that they have ever had. And think about it, right? You're doing missionary. The girl is on the bed. You're feeling good. You've built this body, right? You're fucking naked. You're looking down at yourself. You've got your abs rocking. You've got your chest rocking and everything. You're feeling good. You feel confident. When you feel confident, you naturally just last much longer. You because of that confidence and the lack of stress, you last much longer. You have better sex, right? And because you're not thinking about stress, you can be completely present in the art of having love. And so here you are giving the girl the best sex that she has ever had. I'm gonna sound like such a dickhead. I know I'm gonna sound like such a dickhead, but I hope you can just kind of listen and, because man, it's a fucking great feeling. Let's be honest, we all want to end up at the end with a beautiful wife or a beautiful partner, right? Loving, amazing sex, amazing relationship, trust, support, service, right? We want to return that, and we'd like her to return that to us. So we need to talk. We got to have this conversation now or sooner. Like, it's going to happen. And all of this is on the other side of not only building a nice aesthetic body, but also a body that you're confident in. And don't kid yourself, right? Because you can identify and almost like force yourself to think that you have a good body. Like they say, fake it till you make it. It's very good advice. And yeah, it will work, right? You might have an average body. And if you feel like you have the best body for you, you can feel that confidence. but the health issues will show itself. For example, I've had this good body for a while now. Okay, I've been lean. I've never had problems with gaining weight or having fat. But it wasn't about 6 months ago that I really started to take my health. Not even 6 months, bro. It wasn't about like 3, 4 months ago until I started to take my health actually seriously. That meant actually going for runs and working out and doing, some cardio and eating healthy, eating my protein, right? Now, beyond this point, I was having sex. And yeah, I was feeling confident, I had the body and everything, but I wasn't performing because my health did not support the body that I had. My health was shit, but I had a good body. So I had erectile dysfunction issues, I had stress, right? I was constantly stressed, which caused a lot of these issues. I couldn't have sex properly. I had anxiety, and that actually caused me to lose a lot of women because of me, because of what I was thinking about myself. I lowered my own value. So they come hand in hand. It's not just about building an aesthetic body, but it's also about maintaining the health that comes with it, which is why I used to be interested in weightlifting a lot, right? I used to be interested in getting the bigger, rounder shoulders and, going and building that weightlifter body, getting the broad shoulders and everything. But honestly, I'm actually really into calisthenics now, because with calisthenics, you will still have a lean, muscular, toned body, although you won't be bigger and bulkier. But this way, holding these moves and holding these things, I think it's just amazing. There's a whole nother topic that you can talk about, but it's not actually about building a big body, but it's with the health as well. So like, you can kind of understand that. So let's get back to the stories. A couple more examples from my life. When I went to Thailand last year, I stayed in a shared yoga studio kind of place. It was a yoga studio built on like a bit of land, and I stayed in a shared dorm for about 5, 6 months. I was essentially a manager there, and so they didn't really have a room for me, so I just stayed in the shared dorm room with other volunteers. And so we're all young, we're all young, we're all looking good, we're all feeling good, we've all got that energy. And man, like, my health, again, it wasn't at the best stage. I was not eating very well. I was having a lot of pastry and a lot of sugar and refined oils. So I had pain. I had a bit of stress going on. And, it sounds weird because I'm in Thailand. I'm in the best, like, one of the best countries in the world. And I'm stressed. Like, it makes no sense. But here I was. Longer story, because I was working. I wasn't making enough. I didn't have enough money. I started working illegally, technically, right? Because I didn't have a visa or anything. And I was just making enough money to also live a holiday lifestyle, because I didn't want to just work in Thailand. I also wanted to holiday. So I had that kind of stress. Although I had a good body and whatnot, when I was meeting girls and I was like having sex with girls in Thailand, I was not performing at all for the first 3 or 4 times we tried to have sex. I would have erectile dysfunction. My dick wouldn't work. It was literally always soft. I would just come like really fast. I would just finish. And that caused even more negative feedback. That just caused even more anxiety. My health and my body did not line up. But so I started to fix that once I experienced that, because what happened was I was staying there, and 2 months into my, job and work, a volunteer came in. She was fucking beautiful, right? 10 out of 10, amazing girl. And we actually clicked it off like immediately from our energy. And man, like the first few times we had sex, I couldn't even get it up. It was terrible. So when I realized that, when I had that experience, I was like, holy shit, I need to fix this. So I started running more. I started to focus on my health more and my mental health even more, and immediately just fixed it. So the body gets your door and gets your foot in the door, because with my amazing body, right, it gave me the confidence to speak to this girl and be myself. And, she could see that I was a disciplined kind of guy. Well, at least I used to be, because I had to build this body. And so that got my foot in the door. But for me to stay, I needed to work on my health. Because if we're not having good sex, it's terrible. Because let's face it, you want good sex and so does she. And if it's not happening, you're going to have to get it from somewhere else, and she's going to have to get it from somewhere else, which sucks, but it's the truth. So I fixed it, and I started having better sex. Now, there's a lot more components to this. A major component, again, when I say health, it also talks about physical and mental health as well, because you can have the most amazing body, but if up here is fucked, no matter how good your body is, right, when it comes down to the act of making love, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months down the relationship, when things start to get a bit more challenging, your mental state will take over. And no matter how good your body is, it will fall apart. So they come hand in hand. A couple more examples I've had in the past is just being at the beach. I remember this one day, like, I was feeling so good, bro. I put like coconut oil all over myself at the beach, because like it wasn't sunscreen. It was a tanning oil, coconut oil, but it had like a little bit of sunscreen in it. So I sprayed it on myself to get more tanned. And bro, what it does, it like causes you to literally glisten, and my muscles looked more toned. And because I was getting more color, the contrast between where the muscles start and finish was popping out more. And dude, I was feeling amazing. I had a fucking massive smile on my face. And I remember this specifically with my sunglasses on. I was walking down the street essentially. And dude, the amount of girls that were looking at me, almost every single girl that I walked past would give me the side eye and look at me. And obviously I wouldn't make it obvious because I had my sunnies. I was like looking everywhere, but I was facing straight ahead. But man, it was an amazing feeling. Like, the body does get your foot in the door. The body does attract attention. It really does. But again, you need that body and the health to maintain that at a physical level, healthy level. Because again, healthy sex is important. Social relationships are important, and that is maintained by your health. If you're not mentally healthy, you cannot give love to your loved one. You cannot have good sex with your loved one. It's not possible. So we need to fix that. And so the way you might want to go about it is first focus on your physique, build a nice aesthetic body. That will start to get your foot in the door, and you'll start to get some attraction from girls. You'll start to get some attention, and that will in turn build your confidence even more. And now you might even start getting some phone numbers. That's amazing. But once you're at that point where your physique is nice and you're happy with it, but you can build more, and you probably will, now is the time to focus on your health, mental health. You need to start going on runs. You need to make sure your blood is circulating. You need to make sure your testosterone is at a high level. How do you do that? The best way to fix your testosterone is reduce stress. The less stressed you are, the more testosterone you will have. How do you just reduce stress? Get further away from surviving to living. So survival is thinking about money, thinking about the fact that you don't have a girlfriend, thinking about your back problems, thinking about how hungry you are, or how you want to afford this, or the fact that you hate your life. That's survival. The further away you get away from survival to living, the better your mental health gets. And once you've improved your mental health, you will, and I hope you will, have one of the best relationships you ever had in your entire life. And amazing, fulfilling sex every single fucking week following that. Much love, brother. I'll see you again.